Alright guys, so this is the 2017 Iron 883. My wife just picked this up. I wanted to give you a little review on it, so let's get her started, take her out for a ride. Now, I ride a Heritage, so this should be a little bit different. I've actually rode this before, and it's a very fun little bike. It does not compare, obviously, to a bigger bike, but very fun nonetheless. Now, this is still in the break-in period. It's only got, I think, 200 miles on it right now. So, I just figured I'd take her out, put some miles on her, get ready for the break-in, because we're going to do a lot of mods to this bike. And obviously, you want to wait till you get that 1,000-mile break-in done before you really start doing a lot of mods to it. The first thing I noticed, the mirrors. You can't see jack out of these mirrors. I don't know if you can see that or not, but all you can really see are my shoulders. Now I'm a bigger guy. I'm about 5'11", 220. And, you know, I thought this bike would be very small and unrideable for me. It's actually a comfortable little bike. I love the color, the all black matte. Come on, traffic. So the mirrors and the seat. Oh, I rode this thing home from the Harley shop, and after about 40 miles, my butt was just killing me. You know, again, like I said, I drive the 2016 Heritage, so I've upgraded everything on that already. So as soon as this is all done, gets the braking complete, I'll be putting some exhaust on here for some new handlebars. What else? New breather. You know, all that stuff that you want to do to your Harley. That's the great thing about these little bikes. These Sportsters have been around forever, so you can customize the heck out of these things. You know, the one thing I miss obviously is a windshield. So when I'm riding her bike, I do wear a full face helmet. These mirrors can't see anything. And apparently they're a little loose too, because it just keeps blowing with the wind. Now this is a 5-speed where my Heritage is a 6-speed, so that took me a second to get used to. Just not having that extra gear. And it's so quiet. You know, I've got the loud pipes on mine, obviously, but you can make these things sound really mean with a couple dollars and a very small exhaust upgrade. Now there is a little bit of and you will hear some engine noise from this thing. Unlike mine, you know, it's a Sportster. You get all that engine rattle. So the engine is a little bit loud. But, I mean, I really can't say anything bad about this bike other than the seat and, you know, obviously the mirrors. But, that's an easy fix. You know, I see a lot of people putting the mirrors underneath. I just didn't like that. You know, she's the one riding, so she wants the traditional above the bar look, so I'm definitely gonna have to fix that some way. And that mirror just keeps waving right back at me no matter how many times I hit it. Let's see, when I rode it home, I rode it for about 160 miles, I guess, from the dealer. I went pretty far to get this bike. It was a 2017, so I actually got it before they were doing, you know, their whole big release party and all that good stuff. So it was a hard one to find. These things sell like crazy. Like, everybody loves these little bikes. Okay, there we go, the shocks. The shocks are obviously not the best, but it does have a wrench. If you take the seat off, it has a wrench underneath the seat. You can actually adjust these shocks to, you know, fit your body type a little bit better. Maybe if you did that, it might be better, but I haven't done anything. It's her bike, so, you know, I'm only going to do what she asks me to do to it. Of course, if it was mine, you know, I'd be doing all kinds of things, because this is just a great looking little bike. And I'm actually jealous. I don't know if you can see it, her tank emblem down there. I am jealous of her tank emblem. You know, I got the traditional heritage emblem on mine, so. But this is just a beautiful bike. It's very quiet. I would definitely recommend this bike for somebody either starting out, you know, or you've ridden maybe some smaller sport bikes and you want to kind of graduate and try out the Harley line. This is definitely a great beginner bike. It's cheap. I think list price, you know, base price is around $8,900, maybe $9,000, depending where you live. If you go monthly on it, you know, just make payments. It's a very low payment, so it's just so easy, and it really handles great. I mean, I got it at, you know, 60 miles an hour right now. Speed limit 60 here, and it don't feel too rough right now until you hit a bump. Obviously, like I said, I'm a bigger guy, so you know, you get somebody on here, you know, between 5'8" and that 6 foot area, I think it'll fit you just fine. One other thing I'm not used to are the mid controls. They're further back. You know, my Heritage has forward controls, so if you can see that my foot is usually like up here in this area. Now I'm riding way back there, but I don't feel like my knees are compound into my chest or anything, so that doesn't seem to bother me. You kind of get used to it after a minute. Another thing, my bike has ABS. This does not. This has your traditional braking system. But I don't find it to be a problem. It's actually kind of nice riding something different for a little bit. I would say this is definitely a fun little bike. Something you can really enjoy taking out, cruising around the city, you know, hanging out with your buddies, just riding around. Now, would I take this over a Heritage? Of course not. But, you know, this is my wife's bike. She just wanted something small, you know, to kind of hang out with and ride around all day. And as soon as I get the seat changed, she can do that. But, yeah, back to what I was saying, on my way home, when I picked this bike up for her, I rode it home. And I rode it for, I think it was 160 miles or so. I'll tell you right now, after 40 miles on this bike, your butt is screaming, please help me, get me off of here. So that is the first thing that has to go. I have not changed it yet. Like I said, she really just got this, I think 2 days ago. So I haven't had a chance to do too much with it, you know, with work and everything. But this weekend, I'm going to look at it, see what I can do, and find a good seat. You know, this thing here, I really got to tighten that up. I see how loose it is. It's just kind of, the wind just blows it right back. So that's not helping me no matter what I do, unless I want to hold it with my thumb, and that's no fun. But I can see what's going on. I'm all right. High speeds. The other day when I took it home, I had it up to 80 miles an hour, just checking it. You know, I don't recommend that. You know, ride with whatever you're safe with. But it will keep up with the big boys, no problem. The bike wasn't screaming, you know, nothing like that. One thing I did notice is right around this area, you're going to feel a lot of heat coming up from the engine if you're sitting at a red light for, you know, 30 seconds or whatever. But as I'm just riding right now, it's completely fine, no problems. It doesn't bother me at all. I really can't even tell until I come to a complete stop. But I think you guys will really like this. You know, the bars, I thought I would be that leaning forward like a sport bike feel. No, I'm actually sitting straight up. I still have a little bit of playroom in my arms. I'm not overextending myself. It's got the, what is it? I think it's the 21-inch tire. You know, that's a little different. I've got a much smaller tire on my Heritage. I've also got, you know, the 16-inch apes and, you know, the big pipes and everything on my bike. So this is definitely a little bit different. It sounds so weird because it's so quiet. I can actually hear myself talk and think. It's just a fun little bike, man. I think you guys would really enjoy this. Like I said, you know, your girlfriend's looking for a bike, your wife, you yourself, you know, you're just looking for a fun little entry bike into the Harley family. I think you'll really enjoy this thing. There's so many modifications. This is the 2017, but I believe, I asked the dealer when I was there, And I asked him, you know, what parts will fit this bike, because sports have just been around for so long and they really haven't changed much with them. So he told me anything 2007 and up should fit this bike. So, you know, with my bike, parts were so expensive. Oh, what do we got here? Well, it looks like we're coming to a stop, maybe an accident. See a couple cops up here. Fire truck. What do we got? Alright. Looks like it might just be getting going now. Hopefully, we can get through this. But yeah, with my bike, everything was just so expensive because I had to get it all brand new from the factory, all that good stuff. But this, you can go on eBay. You know, your buddies might have spare parts laying around, because most people who have owned a Harley have had a Sportster, and if you look in their garage, I bet they've got some Sportster parts laying around somewhere. But you know, you want to keep with the traditional black on here, so I think that looks really good. One other thing they told me, you know, don't wash this with regular soap and water. You know, don't ever wax it. It'll take that matte black look right off of here. And you know, it's a really good color, so you don't want to do that. I heard you can just use Windex and it'll clean it up real good. Also, they sell a special matte black spray that cleans it up real nice, which I already tested out on this bike, and it's looked to do pretty good on it. Okay, looks like we're gonna get rolling here. Oh, looks like a poor older guy might have ran off the road here or something. Alright, fuel mileage. Like I say, I rode this thing, let me see, it's a 3.3 gallon tank. They filled it up before we left the shop, and I believe we made it about 135 miles before the gas light actually came on. But when that light came on, it's very deceiving, because it's just a indicator letting you know, hey dude, you might only have another gallon left. So I was really surprised with the mileage, because when I filled it back up, it only took 2 gallons. So out of 130 miles, I only used 2 gallons of gas. And that is, you talk about good fuel economy, you can't beat that. I don't care what you're riding. You can't, oh, that traffic is horrible over there. But yeah, you can't beat that no matter what you decide to ride to work or whatever. This is great, man. So yeah, maybe 170, 180 miles, maybe, I don't know, for a full tank, which would only be, like I said, 3.3 gallons. I don't really want to run it out and test that. I say I'm just helping her get some miles on this thing to get the 1,000-mile break-in done. And I ride a lot more than she does, so it is a little bit easier. I don't mind. I said it's a fun little bike, man. I really enjoy this thing. And you know, I asked my son. He followed me on the way home. I said, "Do I look too big on this bike? Like, does it just look like a midget bike to me or something?" He said, "No, you actually, you know, look normal on the bike. The bike doesn't look too small at all, and you know, it doesn't feel too small either." I said, "I like this bike." So would I recommend this? Of course I would. It's a great little bike. Speeds are fine. You know, I can bang this thing out 80, 90 mile an hour, whatever you want to do, no problem. I did hear, you know, if you tend to hit 100, that needle will start, you know, just bouncing around and going crazy. So we're not going to test that theory today. But yeah, you can do that if you want to. I'm actually going to take this thing out over the weekend instead of my Heritage, just because, you know, it's different, it's fun. I enjoy riding it. So yeah, that's my review of the 2017 Iron 883 in the black denim. It's pretty much, I believe it's almost identical to last year's model. I believe the 15 had the chrome pipes, where this has the black heat shields. So did last year's. But everything on this is virtually the same as the 16. I don't really know that there's anything different. But she liked this bike. She fell in love with this bike a long time ago, and she's wanted one forever. So she finally broke down and said, "You know what? I'm getting one." And she wanted to get it over the summer, but I told her, hold out, the 17s were coming out, you know, maybe they'll change something, you know, anything like that. And so she actually got this before the release. So hey, you know, enjoy, guys, have fun out there, be safe. You got any questions, hit me up. I'll try to get back to you as much as I can. But ride safe, have a good one, guys.